welcome to day 17 of Vlogmas. Today, Goslings, we're going to finish The Grinch, so we gotta speed through this stuff. Hey, Goslings, I believe it's our last giant chocolate ball. It's sad, but it's true. The last one. But we're close to the chocolate moon, which looks suspiciously smaller than I thought it would be. But anyway, back to the story. Today's ingredient, Goslings, is another egg. Be sure to pick an egg that's full of life and happiness. That way the food tastes better. Now, Goslings, I'm sure you remember, but yesterday the Grinch was stealing a tree when Cindy Lou Who showed up and ruined his plans. But you know that old Grinch was so smart and so slick, he thought up a lie. He thought it up quick. Why, my sweet little tot, the fake Santa Claus lied. There's a light on this tree that won't light on one side. So I'm taking it home to my workshop, my dear. I'll fix it up there. Then I'll bring it back here. And his fib fooled the child. Then he patted her head, and he got her a drink and sent her to bed. And when Cindy Lou Who went to bed with her cup, he went up the chimney and stuffed the tree up. The last thing he took was the log for the fire. I love this man. Then he went up the chimney himself, the old liar. On the walls he left nothing but hooks and some wire. To be fair, the Santa Claus lies all the time too. Why is Grinch getting in trouble for it? Anyway, and the one speck of food that he left in the house was too small, even for a mouse. The Goslings, look how angry that mouse is. Rage. Then he did the same thing to the other Who houses, leaving crumbs much too small for the other Who mouses. It was 15:15, all the Who's stay abed, all the Who's still a snooze, when he packed up his sled. Packed it up with their presents, the ribbons, the wrappings, the tags, and the tinsels, the trimmings, and the trappings. Strange you could have left the tinsel out. That stuff's the worst. 3,000 feet up the side of Mount Crumpet, he rode with his load to the tip top to dump it. Boo-hoo to the Who's, he was a Grinchlessly humming. They're finding out now that no Christmas is coming. They're just waking up. I know just what they'll do. Their mouths will hang open a minute or two, and the Who's down Whoville will all cry, oh boo-hoo. That's a noise, grinned the Grinch, that I simply must hear. So he paused, and the Grinch put his hand to his ear, and he did hear a sound rising above the snow. It started low, and it started to grow. Goslings, I don't like this. It's getting creepy. But that sound wasn't sad. Why, it sounded merry. It couldn't be so, but it was merry. Very. He stared down at Whoville. The Grinch popped his eyes. Then he shook. What he saw was a shocking surprise. If it's shocking the Grinch, I don't want to see it. Oh, Goslings! Every Who in Whoville, the tall and the small, was singing without any presents at all. He hadn't stopped Christmas from coming. It came somehow or other. It came just the same. Goslings, look at this scene. And the Grinch, with his Grinch feet ice cold in the snow, stood puzzling and puzzling. How could it be so? It came without ribbons, it came without tags, it came without packages, boxes, or bags, and then he puzzled. 3 hours till his puzzler was sore, and the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more. And what happened then? Well, in a Whoville, they say, the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day, and the minute his heart didn't feel quite so tight, he whizzed with his load through the bright morning light, and he brought back toys and the food for the feast, and he... Goslings, this is too much. He himself, the Grinch, carved the roast beast. What a sick book, Goslings! This man had everything! And then society made him transform himself. Curse the Who's! They are now my next target for revenge.